Hi, I'm Matt Matthews, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands at the Department of State's East Asia Bureau. In that role, I'm the senior policy person overseeing the United States engagement with this region. We have, of course, a very active relationship with New Zealand. It's gone from strength to strength since the signing of the Washington Declarations and the Wellington Declarations. As all of you probably know, we've had a series of high-level visits, including Secretary Clinton, our Secretary of Defense, Leon Panetta, our former Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, and this week, U.S. Trade Representative Mike Froman.
This is a historic agreement. We set out several years ago to negotiate together an ambitious, comprehensive, and high-standard agreement, and we've done that.
So the Trans-Pacific Partnership is a critical piece of economic architecture for the Asia-Pacific. It's a 21st century agreement with high standards, very robust coverage across the board. It will encompass 40% of GDP with the initial 12 participating economies, and it has the potential to grow far beyond that. Most importantly, it's a rules-based, transparent mechanism for opening up trade, reducing tariffs, but at the same time providing guarantees that we've never seen before in any trade agreement. And these cover key elements like the environment and labor. So for those members signing up to this agreement, they're basically signing up to meet high standards that will both protect our workers and will protect our environment, even as we grow trade and increase prosperity in the region.
It's my great pleasure to announce that the Trans-Pacific Partnership has been formally signed.
TPP, although very important, is only one part of the interaction that the United States and New Zealand have really made major efforts on. The United States and New Zealand work together in a number of fora at the UN, where New Zealand has held a chair, and the UN Security Council this year has been an essential performer and helped us get a lot of things done, particularly with regard to dealing with the rise of ISIS and trying to manage that very, very difficult problem. We work together in the East Asia Summit on issues of mutual concern relating to security in the East Asia Pacific. And we work together in the Pacific itself. We're both Pacific nations, and we both have very core concerns about ensuring that the island states in the Pacific are able to prosper and to have good governance. COP21, which took place in Paris, was an essential and critical effort globally, where New Zealand played a critical role in bringing that deal to a successful conclusion. This, I can tell you, is of the utmost importance to the United States, to President Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry, who've been devoted to getting this outcome. It's a major commitment which will allow us, again, to grow our economies, but at the same time, make sure we're taking care of the environment so that our children and our children's children will have a good world in which to grow up and develop in. Of course, with all the work that we're doing together globally and in the region, you can understand that the relationships between our leaders are very, very important. And in fact, President Obama and Prime Minister Key have a very close partnership, a real friendship, in fact. Secretary Kerry and Minister McCulley also work together closely, are in constant contact. It's part and parcel of the kind of close relationship that we've built over the last decade. Naturally, we're hopeful that in the coming year, the president's schedule permitting, that he will be able to visit New Zealand. And of course, up in June, we have the strategic dialogue taking place. And I anticipate you'll see other senior level American leaders visiting New Zealand, keeping the momentum in the relationship moving forward.